Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm making another video today, and as you know, this is a series of videos that I'll be making so that you find it easy to revise for your upcoming exams, which are coming up in April. Okay, so today's video is on Unit 4, Nouns and Kinds of Nouns. Now, I have prepared plenty of slides for this particular lesson, so it might be a little longer than usual, but I promise you that you'll get a better idea about nouns by the end of the video. Okay, so I'm very excited, and as you can see, I've got a new background today. I think it's a kitchen, but it's one of the nicest kitchens I've ever seen. So I really like the background. And so today's background will be this. And I'm going to start presenting now. And here we go. Unit 4, nouns and different kinds of nouns. So here's my really long set of slides. I think you kids have told me that it's something like 148 slides. But I'll try not to be too long. I'll try to finish it off within half an hour if I can. And okay, so remember when I started this set of slides, I told you all to close your eyes. Okay, it's just for you to really understand what a noun is. So you close your eyes, okay, and as soon as you open them, okay, as soon as you open your eyes, you're going to see a lot of things around you. Okay, like for me, for example, I see the camera in front of me. uh, I see my lovely computer monitor. I see my bottle of water, my phone. I can see the curtains in front of me. I can see the school office. I can see Pavitra ma'am sitting there, and I can see the garden outside. Each thing that I have mentioned now has a name, right? Now here there are a whole list of a whole set of pictures of nouns that you may see in front of you, things you may see, and each and every one of them that you have in your room has a name, and in any part of your house, anything that you see has a name. And nouns are basically words given to the names given to things around you. Okay, so every single thing has a name, right? So, but there's one thing, I mean, you may say, okay, I can't see air. Okay, then why is it a noun? Now, see, air is around you. You breathe in air. You can feel air when it's blowing against your hand or your face, with a little bit of force. You know it's there. So therefore, it's a noun. You may not be able to see it. Okay. And in science, there are cells, tiny cells, germs that you can't see, but they exist if you look under a microscope. Okay, and then oxygen, the air that you breathe, that gives you the air that you breathe has oxygen in it, which is so necessary for you to live. Okay, and there are so many things that you can't see, but you know it's there and it has a name. All right, so we can safely say that all nouns are naming words. Everything has a name, and everything that has a name is a noun. Okay? Now, look at these objects. Okay? You see this cute little puppy, you see a boy, you see a girl. Okay? Now, you see a river, a book, a cat, you see a city, you see a park, you see a school. These are common nouns. They're general names. Like when I say I see a girl, it could stand for so many girls. I mean, there are so many girls all around the place. It's a common noun. I see a boy, there are so many boys. Common noun. So many rivers, common noun. So many cities, common noun. Okay? So these are names of persons, places, animals, and things. And things that you even can't see come under things. Okay? Now, the first thing you may have noticed when you were looking at the slides is all these common nouns begin with a small letter. They are not capitalized, Hmm, not at all. So you see puppy, boy, girl, river, book, cat, city, park, and school all start with small letters. Okay, these are common nouns. Now, let's give these common nouns very, very special names. Okay, so I've given the puppy the name Gypsy, which happens to be my dog's name. Then Manoj, I've given this name to the boy. Aarti, I've given this name to the girl. And Nile to the river. Noddy, okay, it's for really small children. Noddy is a character. This book is about Noddy. So let's say Noddy is the name of the book, the special name I've given to the book. Cola is actually my cat's name, one of the first few cats that ever came into my life. Cola, starting with K. Okay, she's a black cat. And then I've given the name Mumbai to the city. I've given the name Moz to the park, Moz Park. And I've given the school, of course, the most obvious name, our school's name, St. Mark's Nursery and Primary School. Okay. Now, in all these cases, you've seen that these special names begin with a capital letter. Now, if you look at St. Mark's Nursery and Primary School, Saint begins with a capital S, Marks begins with a capital N, Nursery begins with a capital N, and primary begins with a capital M, and school begins with a capital S. This is a special name that has been given to the school, all capitalized. Okay? Now, they all start with capital letters: Gypsy, Manoj, Aarti, Nile, Noddy, Kola, Mumbai, Moz Park, St. Mark's School. All capitalized because they're special names given to common nouns. Okay? So special names are given to common nouns, and these are called proper nouns. All right? So fish, let's say I call my fish Goldie. Okay? A holy book. There are so many religions all around the world, and all the people who follow different religions have special books called holy books. Okay, and so you have the Bible for Christians, the Quran for Muslims, and you have the Bhagavad Gita, which is a book for the Hindus. Okay, so these books are special names given to holy books, and they are capitalized. Country, India, obviously. Day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so forth. Month, January, February, November, December, October, and so forth. Nationality, the country to whom a person belongs, is called his or her nationality. Indian, Russian, German, Japanese, Chinese, Italian, French, okay? All these are special names given to people belonging to different countries. Language, Japanese, French, German, Italian, Russian, Swahili, and then in Sinhalese, what is the in Sinhalese is the language they speak in Sri Lanka. Okay, and then you have famous buildings and monuments. Example: Taj Mahal, the Red Fort, Jamma Masjid. All these are monuments. Okay, like the Eiffel Tower, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the Statue of Liberty, all famous monuments, capitalized. Oceans, the Pacific Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, all capitalized. Okay? Now look at these common nouns involving persons. Now, for example, a teacher. Okay, one of the teachers in our school and a beloved teacher of ours. Okay, she doesn't teach here anymore, but she's always remembered by us. She is not a part of the school anymore by way of teaching, but always remembered by us. She's in Chennai right now, I think. Okay, Mrs. Rosie Pinto. Okay, Rosie starts with a capital R. Pinto starts with a capital P, and her title also is capitalized, Mrs. Then farmer, let's say his name is Murugan Kishore, M capitalized, K capitalized. M is his name, Kishore is his surname. Doctor, Dr. Benjamin. Pilot, Ganesh Prasanna. Now see, doctor, the title is always capitalized, never in small letters. Fitness instructor, Salim. Baker, Marina Smith. Banker, Saviti Krishnan. made Kaveri Manas. Okay, all the name plus the surname both are capitalized. So now you've learned to identify common nouns and proper nouns. Now let's say just take my phone. Okay, this is the mobile, small m. But now it has a brand name. Now this is a Samsung phone. So Samsung brand names are always capitalized. It's a special name given to my phone, type of phone that I have. Okay, so now you know the difference between a common noun and a proper noun. Okay, so let's go to the different type of noun called collective noun. Okay, as you can already make out by the name, okay, collective, think of a collection. Okay, in this case, think of a collection of the same type of noun. Okay, for example, a collection of girls, a collection of boys. Think of collections of all common nouns. Okay, think of a collection of sheep, a collection of ships, a collection of lorries, a collection of trees, a collection of cats. Okay, and all these collections, would you know it? Each of these collections is identified by a special name which is called a collective noun. Collective nouns are not capitalized. Okay, so let's see the different collective nouns that I have in this slide. And like I tell you, okay, you have certain number of nouns, words, etc., especially in this lesson, in your grammar workbook. But I always like to give you a zillion more. Okay, so always study from your grammar workbook as well as your slides for your exams because I give from both. All right. So the special name given to a collection or group of persons, animals, or things is called a collective noun. So let's check out these collective nouns, okay? Sometimes you use the same collective nouns for different collections of different things, okay? For example, bananas, you say a bunch of bananas, but you also say a bunch of grapes, you say a bunch of keys. So the same collective noun is used for different nouns, okay, different common nouns. So now let's look at the other one. Oh, herd has got a lot of collections of different animals here. A herd of cattle, a herd of giraffe, a herd of buffaloes, a herd of elephants, a herd of cows, a herd of antelope, a herd of boar. Oh my goodness. Now, flock has got like way so many, it's a collective noun for so many other animals or birds. Okay, let's check it out. A flock of birds, a flock of sheep, a flock of geese, a flock of ducks, a flock of goats. I'm not very sure about that. But that's what I saw in when I checked it up online. But I'm not very happy with that, so just let's forget about it. Okay, a flock of tourists, and now a fleet of ships is what comes to mind firsthand. Okay, a fleet of ships, a fleet of trucks, a fleet of cars, a fleet of vehicles, a fleet of boats, a fleet of lorries. Lorries are like trucks. Okay, then ants, an army of ants. But there's another word for a collection of ants, and that is a colony of ants. Okay, then an army of soldiers, a crowd of people. Now, when you take a crowd of people who are behaving in a disorderly manner, you usually call them a mob. All right? Then a class of students, a band of musicians, like I already told you in our last class, when the number of musicians who are playing on stage or are small, we usually call them a band. And when there's a huge group of musicians playing together on a stage, usually it's classical music. Usually you have different instruments like the trumpet, the saxophone, the flute, the violin, the cello, and so many different types of instruments all playing together on stage with a whole big bunch of musicians. We call it an orchestra. All right. Then you have a pride of lions, a gaggle of geese, a pack of wolves, a panel of doctors, a string of pearls, a team of players, a caravan of camels. A murder of crows. Ooh, a murder of crows. A parliament of owls. Okay, it's got a lot of strange names for collection of different common nouns, right? A basque of crocodiles, a muster of peacocks, a whole a number of gorillas together would be called a troop, and you've learned that in lesson one about Ivan, okay? Um, and his family was a troop of gorillas. An ambush of tigers. What a perfect name, okay? An ambush of tigers, a barrel of monkeys, an aurora of polar bears, a library of books. Like I told you, when a place has a whole lot of shelves in which there are many different types of books of different genres and stuff like that, you call it a library of books. But when you have books like written by the same author, having the same characters from and many different stories based on that particular character, you call it a series. Okay, like for example Harry Potter. Okay, and then you have what's the other one, the Lord of the Rings. So many books, they were written by Tolkien. Okay, and you have so many stories based on the same character. Then a shoal of fish, a nest of snakes. Oh, the snakes look kind of scary, all of them peering out of that nest, right? Then you have a brood of hens, a cast or a troupe of actors, an archipelago, archipelago of islands, a constellation of stars, a chest of drawers, a blessing of unicorns. You know, unicorns are those which are like horses, but they've got this single horn in the center. And when you see them as toys or you see them in cartoons, they look so cute. And it's like I told you, it's always supposed to be lucky if you see a unicorn, but no one, I think, has ever seen a uniform ever. Okay, I haven't. So, a class of students, a colony of ants, a cluster of cats. I have a cluster of cats at home. I have 14 cats. You all know that. 14 kitties. You should see a feeding time. It's crazy. A den of thieves, a clump of trees, a crew of soldiers, sailors, a crew of sailors, a swarm of bees, a bundle of sticks, a flight of stairs, a garland of flowers or a bouquet of flowers, a heap of stones, a horde of rats, a kennel of dogs, a litter of puppies or a litter of kittens, but a cluster of cats. Okay? A pack of dogs also, and a cluster of cats, a litter of puppies, and a litter of kittens. A pod of dolphins, a pod of sharks, a pod of whales, a pod of seals, a pod of walruses. An orchard of trees. When you usually talk about an orchard, it refers to fruit trees usually. As I explained, an orchestra of musicians. A quarrel of sparrows. I don't know why they call them a quarrel, but I can only think that when there were a whole lot of sparrows together, they probably all sounded like they were having an argument. Probably that was it. A quiver of arrows, a pile of newspapers, rubbish, and garbage. A pile of garbage, smelly. A flutter of butterflies. This is actually my favorite collective noun. It sounds absolutely beautiful. You can almost imagine a flutter, all the butterflies flying away, together with a flutter of wings. A stable of horses, a staff of employees, a swarm of flies, and a zeal of zebras. Now, I've taught you so many collective nouns. Go over it again and again. I mean, you really build up a great vocabulary when you learn new things, right? I'm sure you agree with me. So that's all for collective nouns, kids. So now we're going to go to the next type of noun. We have already learned common nouns. We've learned about proper nouns. We've learned about collective nouns. And now we're going to go to material nouns. Okay. What is material? It's a type of it is a quality of a substance or something that something is made of is called a material. For example, if I look at this bottle, okay, this is my water bottle. I am forced to drink water. Okay, I'm drinking a material water out of a plastic bottle, which is also a material plastic. Okay? So, a material noun refers to a material or a substance from which something is made. Okay? Such as silver, gold, silk, wood, plastic, and clay. Please let me put off the sound on my mobile. It is very distracting. And there I go. All right. So these are all materials from which things are made. Silver, you make ornaments. Gold, you make ornaments out of. Silk, you make clothes, saris, silk bed sheets, silk pillowcases. Plastic, you made like way so many things. In this modern world, plastic. Stop the use of plastic. Okay. Wood, so many things. Furniture is made of wood. Okay. Clay, you make beautiful decorations out of clay. You can make pots out of clay for your garden, and so many things can be made from clay. So, iron, copper, okay? Then you have nylon. Nylon is purely a synthetic fiber, which means it is man made fiber, okay, to make clothes. And you can make many things out of nylon. Stainless steel, etc. We can touch, we can see it, and it can be used to make other things. Okay, now you've seen common nouns, proper nouns, collective nouns, okay, and you have seen material nouns, all visible nouns, okay, which you can see. So these material nouns are uncountable nouns. They can be weighed, they can be measured, and but they cannot be counted. Okay, you can count things made of gold or silver or clay or plastic, but you cannot count gold. Okay, but unless it's gold objects, you cannot count plastic unless it's plastic objects. So remember, all material nouns are uncountable nouns. All right. So, facts of material nouns, some things that you should know. Material nouns are always considered to be singular. So, for example, if I say gold, something about gold, I cannot say gold are because we use the verb are when we're talking about plural objects like the boys are, but we'll say the boy is. One boy is, many boys are. So similarly, I cannot say gold are expensive. I have to just say gold is expensive. Plastic is cheap. Okay. Iron is useful. And so we are treating all the material nouns as singular nouns. All right. For example, now supposing I say the boy has returned, the girl has returned, all singular noun, but we cannot say the boys has returned. We have to say the boys have returned, right? So the same way, since gold is considered to be a singular noun, we are saying has. So gold has become expensive these days. Water is the basic need of life. Protein helps us. We cannot say protein help us. Okay, we have to use the noun according to the subject. The subject protein is considered to be a singular noun, so we say protein helps us to grow. Okay, all those were material nouns. Now look at these examples: gold, water, iron, rice, milk, honey, oil, etc. These things cannot be counted, but they can only be measured. We make jewelry out of gold, and pots from iron, sweets from sugar, statues from stone, furniture from wood, cups and spoons from plastic, clothes from silk, from wool, and books from paper. Okay, so all these are material nouns. So it is clear that all these useful everyday objects are made from or made of materials like the ones I read out in the previous slide. Okay, so rules. All material nouns are uncountable nouns. They are treated as singular nouns, and we do not use articles before material nouns. For example, if I'm talking about gold is expensive, I don't say the gold is expensive. I don't say a gold is expensive. Okay, so We don't say that this jewelry is made from the silver. Or a silver. We say jewelry is made from silver. So we never use articles like the, or an before a material noun. And the same goes for abstract nouns as well, which you're going to learn in another few minutes. Okay. So the silver is a metal. Hmm. No, 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 no. You can't say the silver. Silver is a metal. You cannot say a silver is a metal. You cannot say an silver is a metal. Silver is a metal. Got that? We do not use s or es with material nouns. We can't make them into the plural. We cannot say golds, silvers. Okay? Material nouns are not written in plural form at all. They're always considered to be singular. Singular material nouns. Just pound that into your brain. Okay? Just make sure that you always remember that. Always singular. Never made into the plural. For example, wolves, earths, golds, woods. No, 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 never. This jewelry is made of golds. Ah, terrible grammar. You don't say that because you cannot add an S to the gold. This furniture is made of woods. Nope, not the right answer. The correct way to write it would be this jewelry is made of gold. This furniture is made of wood. A number such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are not used to qualify a material noun. We use these. Remember, I told you about adjectives which are used before uncountable nouns. Some coffee, some sugar, some something went into my throat. Some sugar, some coffee, some salt. Okay, sufficient, insufficient. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. My sneezes kind of sneak up on me and make me sneeze when I really don't want to. Okay, so we use quantities like some, plenty of, sufficient, insufficient, some, few, several, things like this before a material noun because we consider them to be uncountable. So, for example, okay, I use 2 sugars to make my sweets. You cannot say that. You can use 2 spoons of sugar. You can use 2 cups of sugar. You can use 2 truckloads of sugar, but not 2 sugars. Okay? Then I use some sugar to make the sweets. Makes sense. Okay? I use 2 cups of sugar. Makes total sense. Kate used 5 wools to knit the sweater. 5 wools? What does she mean by that? Is it 5 strands of wool? Or is it 5 balls or balls of wool? Or is it like 5 buckets of wool? What is she talking about? But you can't say 5 wools. It doesn't make sense. Kate used plenty of wool. Kate used wool to knit the sweater. So you know what I mean. Here are some examples of material nouns. Okay. Now it doesn't always have to be was made of, is made from. Okay. You can just use it in your everyday sentence. Calcium is good for your bones. Okay. So calcium is a material. It's a good mineral for our health. Protein helps us to grow. It is a material which helps us to grow. Protein is a material. Calcium is a material. Carbohydrates. Okay, carbohydrates is always has an S at the. You don't say carbohydrate. Okay, carbohydrates give us energy. It is a material that gives us energy when we eat it. Marble was used to build the Taj Mahal. Now we're not saying here the Taj Mahal is made of marble. We're just giving a very general sentence like marble was used to build the Taj Mahal. It's a material used to build the Taj Mahal. Okay, this statue is made of brass, obviously material noun. Pots are made of clay, obviously a material noun because the words made of come in the sentence. These windows are made of glass and wood, 2 material nouns, and the words made of are in the sentence. Pulp is used to make paper. Already in the sentence, it's telling you that it's a material noun because it is used to make paper, pulp, okay, material. Even paper is a material noun, okay. Our walls are made of cement. Cement is the material noun in this sentence. Notice how the words is used to make and are made of is used for speaking about the material noun. Okay, so that's a dead giveaway. Immediately you know that that's a material noun that is being spoken of. This dress is made of cotton. Material noun is cotton. These ornaments are made of silver. The material is silver. Pots are made of clay. The material is clay. It is very easy to spot these sentences and what the material nouns are for these sentences. Okay? Milk, now look at this sentence. Milk contains calcium. Okay? Now, milk is here, is being described as having a material called calcium in it. Here, the calcium is the material noun. Okay, marble was used to build the Taj Mahal. Marble is the material noun. The word was used, contains, is rich in, for example, all shows that it is a material which is found in the noun that is being described. So bananas are rich in potassium. So potassium here is the material noun. In these examples, cotton, silver, clay, marble, potassium, calcium, etc., these are all material nouns. So, now there's something you have to remember, okay? Now, material nouns sometimes are not material nouns, the same word when it appears before a noun. Now, you've learned in the lesson on adjectives, when anything comes before a noun, which is describing the noun, they are used as an adjective. They become an adjective. Okay, so these same things which are material nouns, like clay, you already learned now that it's a material noun. Pots are made of clay. Okay, in that case the word clay is a material noun. But what happens when you put the material noun clay before the noun? Okay, now look at these sentences. This dress is made of cotton. Easy peasy. Cotton in this case is used as a material noun. Now look at the next sentence. This cotton dress keeps me cool in summer. Okay, now the noun dress, you know what kind of dress it is because of the word cotton in front of the word dress. So now it is an adjective. In the first sentence, it is used as a material noun. In the second sentence, it is used as an adjective. So be very careful in the test, in your quiz assignments. I can ask you, okay, in this sentence, this cotton dress keeps me cool in summer. The word cotton is used as A, material noun, B, an adjective. So you have to choose the correct answer, okay? So these ornaments are made of silver. Obviously a material noun because the words made of is there. But when you say these silver ornaments are beautiful, the word or the material noun silver has now come before the noun and is describing the ornaments. So in this case, it is an adjective, okay? These pots are made of clay. Clay is obviously a material noun, but when you put it in front of the word pots, these clay pots are very useful. Now it is acting as an adjective. It becomes an adjective in this sentence. This tumbler is made of glass. Material noun in this sentence, but this glass tumbler breaks easily. In this case, the word glass is coming before the noun tumbler, and therefore it is an adjective. Okay, so be very careful about this, kind of tricky, and so think before you attempt to answer the questions. All right. Protein is present in all pulses. Pulses are like rajma, chana, and all these are pulses. Okay. So in this case, it is a material noun. Okay, it is present. It is a material present in all pulses. But now when I say protein milkshakes, the milkshakes are being described by the word protein. We know that the milkshakes, it's a protein milkshake. Okay, so here it is an adjective. Ornaments are made of silver. These are silver ornaments. So you've all learned about describing words which come before a noun. Okay, so mostly repetition now. Clay pots, silver ornaments, brass statues, cotton dress, glass tumblers, protein milkshakes. So the words in red are adjectives and the words in blue are the nouns that they describe, which make them adjectives. Okay? So I have a bangle made of gold. I'm going to kind of repeat a lot, so but this is going to get it really inside you. You won't be able to forget it. You will understand it perfectly, which is the aim of this lesson. So I have a bangle made of gold. Gold is a material noun. Okay, in this sentence. I have a gold bangle. The word gold is coming before the word bangle or the noun bangle. Therefore, gold is an adjective in this sentence. This table is made of wood. Wood is material noun. This is a wooden table. It is used as an adjective in this sentence. So always read the sentences carefully, children, to identify whether the nouns are material nouns or adjectives. In every grammar question that you get, read it carefully, because I like to put a few tricky questions in between to check if you have really understood the lesson. Okay, so please be very, very careful. All right. So, remember that describing words usually come before a noun, attributive use, they can come at the end of a sentence, predicative use. Okay? So, let's practice now. This is all practice, and I'm just going to go through it really quickly, others will be stuck forever on material nouns. Gold is used to make jewelry. Material noun, the words is used to make shows that it's a material noun. This sheet is made of silk. Material noun, okay? It is telling you what the sheet is made of. Plastic is an artificial substance. Again, it is a material noun. It's practically telling you the answer. It is a substance. It is a material noun. Paper towels are very useful. The word paper is coming in front of the noun towels, adjective. Sweets are made of sugar. How easy can that be? Sugar is a material noun. We use cotton sheets these days. Cotton is in front of the noun sheets, adjective. Her socks are made of wool. Made of wool. Ooh, that's easy. Wool is a material noun. Okay, wooden furniture is expensive. The word wooden is coming before the noun furniture, therefore, it is an adjective. Tires are made of rubber. Now, I think, it's getting too simple. Rubber is a material noun here, but rubber tires describes the tires, the noun after it. So it is an adjective. They are sold here. Woolen socks, the same thing. Woolen describes the socks, adjective. So woolen socks are worn on cold days. There's another adjective here, cold. But cold is not describing the socks, is describing the days, but still an adjective. We get silk from silkworms. Telling you the material that comes from silkworms, silk, material noun. Protein builds muscles, material noun, used to build muscles, a material used to build muscles. Her necklace is made of platinum, made of. Duh. Definitely material, the material is platinum. Nylon is a man-made material. Oh, the answer is there in the sentence. Nylon is a material. Jute bags. Think, stop, think. Use those brain cells. Bags. Jute comes before a jute is an adjective in this sentence. Okay? We use cream to make ice cream. Or what material do you use to make ice cream? Cream, material noun. Rani wears linen clothes. Stop. Think. Clothes. Before the word clothes, you have linen. So linen is used as an adjective. Uranium is used in nuclear reactors. It is used. It's a material. These days, we take cloth bags. We all take cloth bags thanks to environment friendly policies these days. Bags. Cloth comes before it. Adjective. Okay. So we have finished off with common nouns, proper nouns, collective nouns, material nouns. And now we come to the last type of noun, which is abstract noun. Okay. And I love abstract nouns because from adjectives and from verbs you can get these beautiful words actually, which I really like. For example, you look at intelligent, you get intelligence. Honest, honesty. Objective, objectivity. Deluded, not delusion. I like making words It's a kind of a mental practice exercise for me in my brain. I go to this website where there are a lot of adjectives there, and I try to make the the abstract noun from these adjectives. Kind of sounds very silly, right? But I enjoy things like that, puzzles and doing stuff like that. Okay, so now, what are abstract nouns? Okay, the word abstract itself is something that is a concept, it's an idea, it cannot be touched, you cannot feel it, you cannot see it, you cannot hear it, you cannot smell it, you can't use your five senses for it. Okay, all right, so you have already learned that a basic noun or a concrete noun is a person, thing, place, or an animal, right? And they all have names, make it proper nouns. Okay, but you can touch them, feel them, see them, smell them, hear them. What else? See them, smell them, hear them, taste them, touch them. Okay, the five senses. You can usually use this on a basic or a concrete noun, but abstract nouns are something very different. So these nouns, abstract nouns and concrete nouns, there's a big basic difference between them. Let's talk about basic first. What we have learned all this time, they're basic, okay? So these nouns are physical or tangible. Physical, physically visible or physically touchable, smellable, hearable, etc. Okay? Or tangible. Tangible means touchable. Okay, and you can detect them using any of your five senses. Okay? They are basic or concrete nouns which can be a person, place, animal, or thing. So some nouns are non-physical. You hear of the word, but you can't see it, you can't, intangible, you can't touch it, and you cannot detect them by touching, seeing, smelling, hearing, feeling, okay? Or smelling them, you can't, okay? So these are abstract nouns. Okay. And once you get the hang of it, it's really fun to figure out the abstract noun for each of the words like adjectives or verbs. It's really fun, believe me. All right. So let us look at some examples of abstract nouns. And again, I'm telling you, you have about 25 abstract nouns in your grammar workbook, but I've given you probably 50 or 60 abstract nouns. So please, please, please go over both the slides as well as the grammar workbook for your exams. So now you take an event. Okay, you take a wedding, a party, a celebration, a picnic, or an annual day. Okay, for example, now each of these are events. You can't touch an event. You can touch things at the event, like you can touch the cake at an event, you can touch the food at an event, you can taste the food at an event, you can see the people at the event, you can see the program, okay? You can smell the different smells around you, okay? You can feel things at an event, but the word event by itself, like wedding, I went for a wedding, it is an abstract noun. A party is an abstract noun. A celebration, an annual day, a picnic, all these are abstract nouns, but the things that make up these events are all concrete nouns. Okay? Now you can't touch, taste, see, smell, or hear an event, but you can see people. At a place. You can hear music. You can taste the food. You can touch the objects and smell things at an event. Okay, so let's make that really clear. An event is an abstract noun. Okay, we had a meeting. A meeting is an abstract noun. Okay, I there was a celebration. Okay, there's a festival. All these are abstract nouns. But the event itself is an abstract noun. Okay, the word. So they're all nouns that you can't see, touch, hear, or smell. Now look at emotions. We human beings, as well as most living things, especially human beings, especially, we have so many emotions. We have love, we have hate, we have jealousy, we have tenderness, we have emotions like you can feel pity for somebody, you can feel kind thoughts towards somebody, you can all these are things like love. For example, you love someone. Okay, you can experience love, but you really can't touch love. Okay, like love is an emotion. So remember, emotions, all emotions are all desperation, misery, all these are abstract. Okay, emotions are abstract. Love, hate, love, anger, fear, joy, disgust. You just smelt the garbage. It's disgusting. Okay, sadness, anxiety is extreme worry. When you're so worried, it consumes you and makes you feel terrible because you're so very worried. Okay, happiness, amazement, excitement, pride. Pride, you just got your grades and you got an A plus. My goodness, you're full of pride. Happy because you have achieved something, right? Then some other examples are qualities in a person, like you've heard about bravery of superheroes, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, even who are the others? You have Lady Jane Grey, okay, you have the Silver Surfer, and you have some other characters like the Wolverine, okay? All these are very brave and they have the quality of bravery. Honesty. In this picture, you can see that, there's a piece of cake and there's one of the kids who's raised his hand. He's eaten the cake and his mom comes and asks him, "Who did this?" So he's being very honest. He has the quality of honesty by admitting that he was the one who did it. Okay. Intelligence. You all know Albert Einstein had an intelligence of 160. Okay, but did you know that Isaac Newton had a bigger IQ than Albert Einstein? He had an IQ of 180, and there is one man who's no longer alive. He had a 260 IQ. His name was William, I think, Sidus. Okay, he's not well known at all because he never wanted to become famous because of his IQ. But and he died very young. He died at the age of 44, I think. I'm not very sure. I think so. An intelligent person has the quality of intelligence. A kind person has the quality of kindness. A wise person has the quality of wisdom. You cannot touch kindness. You cannot touch wisdom. You can have wisdom. You can experience kindness, but you cannot touch it. Okay? Cruelty. Terrible quality to have. Cruelty. A cruel person has a bad quality of cruelty. Okay? He exhibits cruelty. A person who's kind is very compassionate, shows compassion. Okay, the adjective is compassionate. The abstract noun from that adjective is compassion. Okay, the adjective is cruel. The abstract noun from that word cruel, adjective cruel is cruelty. Then now you have some other examples like ideas, concepts. Okay, these are abstract. The idea of freedom. You can experience freedom, that is the freedom, or you can be deprived of your freedom. Okay, but freedom is an idea. It's a concept. You have symbols which show the concept of freedom or slavery or captivity and such stuff like that. Famous symbols, like for example, freedom of greatest freedom fighter of India was Mahatma Gandhi. He's a symbol of freedom for our country. Martin Luther King, who fought for the rights of black people in the United States, black people everywhere actually. Martin Luther King was a symbol of freedom. Okay, he fought against slavery. Wealth. Wealthy people have this going for them. They've got plenty of wealth. Okay, the state of being extremely poor is called poverty. All right. Grief, when you're undergoing terrible sadness because maybe somebody's died or somebody's gone away forever and you won't be seeing them again. Okay, you get a feeling of extreme sadness called grief. Okay, friendship, friends all around you. Okay, it's a concrete noun, friends, but the quality that exists between all of you called friendship is a concept, it's an idea. Okay, it is called friendship, abstract noun. Extinction, an animal which no longer exists on this planet is said to be extinct. This state of being extinct is called extinction, abstract noun, like the dinosaurs. Now, an animal which was free and wild when it has been captured, a verb, and put in a cage is said to be in captivity. So here you can see that the abstract noun captivity is got from the verb captured. Now, you have symbols of power, like Mr. Narendra Modi. He's the Prime Minister of India and he's got plenty of power in our country. You have dictatorship, a person who represses a nation, okay, and does whatever he wants without any regard to any consequence that he can be made to pay for his mistakes. Is called a dictator. The state a country or a nation can be under a dictator is called a dictatorship. Okay, abstract noun. Liberty and justice for all. Liberty is a concept of freedom. It's just another way for saying freedom. It is represented by a symbol like the Statue of Liberty in the US. Then justice is always represented by a woman who is blindfolded, holding a balance which is held equally to show that justice is meted out equally. Regardless, the blindfold shows that it does not care what status the person in front. He may be poor, he may be rich, he may be ugly, he may be very beautiful or handsome, but it doesn't matter. You will receive justice, the correct justice, regardless of who you are. Okay? So, justice is represented by this lady. A pandemic. Right now, the symbol of the pandemic that is sweeping the whole world is this virus. Okay, this is the symbol of the pandemic at this moment. Okay, connectivity. Okay, when we get internet connection, connection is also an abstract noun. We are said to have connectivity, a connection to the internet. So you must have noticed that these abstract nouns are created from adjectives or verbs. Now let's see the different words. Now these are lots of examples for you. Okay, beauty, beautiful. All the ones on the left are adjectives. And these words on the right are the abstract nouns which we can create using these adjectives. Beautiful, beauty. Honest, honesty. Brave, bravery. Wise, wisdom. Innocent, innocence. Courageous, courage. Okay, gentle, gentleness. Confident, confidence. Proud, pride. True, truth. Poor, poverty. Wealthy, wealth. Affluent, which also means being having money. Affluent, affluence. Rich, richness. Soft, softness. Lazy, laziness. Great, greatness. Happy, happiness. Healthy, health. Joyous or joyful, joy is the abstract noun. Magnificent, magnificence. Brilliant, brilliance. Extinct, extinction. Bright, brightness. Dull, dullness. Cold, coldness. Curiosity, curious, curiosity. Dedicate, dedication. Survive, survival. Elegant, elegance. Okay, elegant is uh, to look very um, what's the word? An elegant person is a person who dresses well, has good manners. Okay, and the state of having these good manners, dressing well, is called elegance. That's a quality that somebody has. Intelligent, intelligence. Humble, humility. Jealous, jealousy. Patient, patience. Weak, weakness. Okay, now we have some abstract nouns made from verbs. Behave, okay, is a verb. Behavior. Add, addition. Subtract, subtraction. Divide, division. Multiply, multiplication. Unite, unity. Educate, education. Imitate, imitation, repeat, repetition, decide, decision, prepare, preparation, choose, a choice, erode, erosion, live, life, die, death. Okay. Ooh, I have made a lot more slides than I believed I did. Amaze, amazement, think, thought, create, creation, imagination, judge, judgment, announce, announcement, arrange, arrangement, detect, detection, migrate, migration, immigrate, immigration, hate, hatred, destroy, destruction, tolerate, toleration, fascinate, fascination, disturb, disturbance. Now let's see if you can guess any of these. Communicate, yes, communication. Democratic, okay. What could be the abstract noun from the word democratic? A Democrat, I get, would be democratic. I think I made a mistake there. Believe, belief. Able, ability. Forgive, forgiveness. Succeed, success. True, truth. Think, thought. Calm, calmness. Peaceful, peacefulness. Okay, and even peace, I think, would be an abstract noun. Lose, loss. Know, knowledge. Laugh, laughter. Imagine, imagination. Free, that's easy. Freedom. Participate, participation. Forgive, forgiveness. Excite, excitement. Excitement. Anxious, anxiety. Adore, adoration. Okay. Now, if some of them are repetition, this is because I planned to uh, when we had learnt the lesson, but we didn't get as far as this. I planned for you to say it to me. Okay. Warm, warmth. Stupid, stupidity. Good, goodness, determined, determination, brave, bravery. Okay, let's practice. Choose the nouns in the following sentences and state what kind they are. There's a frog in the well. Frog, basic concrete noun. Well, common noun. She was filled with happiness. Happiness is an abstract noun. Parvati is a young girl. Girl is a common noun. Ravi is a kind boy. Ravi and Parvati are both proper nouns. Drink your coffee. Common noun. I saw a swarm of bees. Collective noun. This bangle is made of silver. Bangle is a common noun. Silver in this is a material noun. I like her for her honesty. Honesty is, a an abstract noun. The flock of sheep were grazing in the field. Flock of sheep, collective noun. Field, common noun. The man was scared. Man, common noun. Donald Trump is the president of America. No more, but still, he was the president of America. Donald Trump is a proper noun. President is a common noun. America is a proper noun, a name given to a country. The tiger was held in captivity. Tiger is a common noun, captivity is an abstract noun. Ivan settled in the city of Seattle. Ivan is a proper noun, city is a common noun, the name of that city is Seattle, proper noun. Friendship is precious. Friendship is an abstract noun, and the word precious is describing the friendship. Okay, so it is a adjective of quality, just to keep you up and in touch. The Quran is a holy book. Quran is obviously the name given to a holy book, therefore it is a proper noun. But the word holy book, holy describes the book, it's an adjective. Book is a common noun. The gorilla is an artist. Ivan was an artist. The gorilla, common noun, artist, common noun. I remember going on a vacation to Kerala. Now, vacation is an event, abstract noun. Kerala is a proper noun, name of a state. Priya was filled with sadness. Priya is a proper noun. Sadness is an abstract noun. Mimi is an air hostess. Mimi is a proper noun. Air hostess is a common noun. I have no experience of flying a plane. Okay? In this case, experience. It's an abstract noun. A plane is a common noun. Oh my goodness, I've done so many. Rahul has no memory of what happened. The word Rahul is a proper noun. I think memory is an abstract noun. She read the whole series of books. She read the whole series of books. In this case, books is series of books is a collective noun. Janaki is artistic. Okay, artistic is an adjective describing Janaki, who is a proper noun. The boy had permission to go to the park. Permit, permission. Permission is an abstract noun. Boy is a common noun. Park is a common noun. The ice cream brought happiness to the little boy. Ice cream and boy are both common nouns, but happiness is an abstract noun. Gandhiji is said to be the father of the nation. Gandhiji is a proper noun. Nation is a common noun. I saw a troop of gorillas. Collective noun, troop. The crowd stood there. Crowd, collective noun. The epidemic is over. Epidemic is like a pandemic, it's an abstract noun. Okay. Simba was a lion. Simba is a proper noun. Lion is a common noun. Everyone loves her for her kindness. Kindness here is a abstract noun. I visited Japan in November. November and Japan are both proper nouns. Remember, names of months. My health is better now. Health is an abstract noun. My grandfather used to be a tennis player. Grandfather, tennis, and player are all common nouns. I got a great idea for a movie. Idea is an abstract noun. Movie is a common noun. There was a great famine in Ethiopia. Famine is basically like an event, something that happened. It's an abstract noun. Ethiopia is a proper noun. The Parliament of Owls sat on the branch of the old oak tree. Many nouns here. Parliament is a collective noun. Owl, a Parliament of Owls sat on the branch. Branch is a common noun. Old oak tree is a common noun. Okay. And oh my goodness, I think I have exceeded the time that I told you, half an hour, but I think it's like way more than that. But anyway, that's all, folks. I'm going to stop sharing now. Okay. And going back to the meet. All right. So, I don't know how long I have taken. I don't remember when I started, but I have taught you yet one more lesson. Unit 4, Nouns and Kinds of Nouns. When you have time, go over it just, before you're going to sleep. I know you like to watch your favorite programs, maybe a cartoon, maybe a story, but just, you know, take some time out for me, go through this video, watch it, okay? So you can have two things. You're listening, you're watching, and you're learning, okay? So whatever suits you, okay? Have a great weekend, okay? I'm going to go and have my lunch now. I'm feeling terribly hungry, okay? I love making this video for all of you. I love you all. Mwah. Bye from me.